Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. It is Saturday afternoon and I'm sitting outside enjoying some slightly cooler weather. This morning felt amazing. There was like a really cool breeze. My lipstick has gone nuts. It was very glossy and I was drinking a soda, so ignore the lipstick for the moment. But yeah, oh my goodness, it feels so good out here. We're gonna meal prep today because I have some food out. I defrosted some meat to be meal prepped, so we're gonna do that in a minute. But yeah, the weather is just so lovely. For once. Finally some nice weather. We had a crazy rainstorm yesterday, a little bit of thunder, some wild lightning. It was very nice. I think today might be leg day, depends on how my husband feels when he gets home from work. We might go do legs tonight. If he feels like crap, we'll just go tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. So that's what's up today. Anyway, let's go cook some food. Okay, can I tell you how much I'm loving this tripod? It has just changed the game for me. I'm gonna link it below because it's freaking awesome. If you make content, it's definitely worth the little investment. I think it's about almost $100. It was like 90 something, but it's really good and it's super sturdy. I've bought some tripods that have been not far off from that price point that have broke really quickly and been made of pure plastic. This one's mostly metal and you can adjust it so many awesome ways. So yeah, this is why my lipstick's messed up. It's afternoon soda time. I treat myself with a Coke Zero in the afternoon. I'm also drinking a smoothie because I'm a beverage goblin. I've got to have more than one thing to drink at all times. Apparently that's an ADHD thing. Do I have nearly every single ADHD trait? Yes, I do. Might have been diagnosed with that as a kid. Can't quite remember. My parents never told me these things. And my dad doesn't remember. I asked, he was like, you remember when they made me take all these tests and we had to go stay overnight out of town at the children's hospital? He's like, yeah, I remember all, yeah. And I was like, do you remember they said if I had ADHD? And he's like, no, I don't remember. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that. Anyway, let's cook some food. Let me get out my meat. Okay, so what we've got here is some tilapia and we've got some chicken breast. And I'm gonna cook this kind of Asian style because I prefer Asian flavorings in my food. I'm basically gonna do them Korean style because I pulled mostly Korean ingredients to do this with. Lila was rubbed off on me in my cooking. She was definitely rubbed off a lot. I basically see how she cooks something and then I do it. But let's get this hair out the way. It's a little warm in the kitchen. It's gonna get warm while we're cooking. Ugh, okay. Get all of this up in a clippy. Doot, 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 doot. There we go. I don't care. Good enough. Alright, let's get to it. I'm trying to find a good location for you so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, first thing, let me just tilt you down to the skillet. That might work better. Okay, we got our wok. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat on and put it on medium for right now while we start. The microwave is in the way. I'm gonna put some sesame oil in the pan. I'm making this recipe up, I don't know. I'm just doing what I think would taste good. My kitchen philosophy is F around and find out. That's pretty much what I do. I just throw stuff in a pan and hopefully it tastes good. I don't do recipes. I loosely will follow a recipe that I might have saw online once and just try to wing it. I don't like cooking, let's put it that way, and I don't really, so I just kind of do whatever. Let's see, we're gonna heat that oil up and we're gonna cut up the chicken. You're on my cutting board. God, move. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Okay, we're gonna cut this chicken up. I'm gonna use my roommate's fancy little knives he brought. They're not really fancy, they're Paladine. I think somebody gave them to him. Look at this scrawny little puppy. What are we gonna do with that? Cook it. But I discovered I just don't like baked chicken. I like it when it's been like seared or cooked in a wok, kind of doing an Asian style or stir fry like. I like it like that. Is this enough chicken really for the week? No. But it's all I had in the freezer. This will get us through a good bit of the week at least. I hate the little bits of fat. I really hate cutting up chicken. I don't like messing with chicken at all. I barely want to eat chicken off the bone. Just because I don't like touching things. I'm squeamish with textures. And this is a big ick texture for me. I also don't like that little red vein thing. I feel like you can taste it and it tastes funny. But I'm basically thinking about what I do when I go to this restaurant that's like a stir-fry restaurant where you build your own bowl. You pick out all the raw ingredients, your sauces, your seasoning, everything, and you just hand it to them and they cook it on a giant wok or like a giant hibachi type of thing. And I'm just thinking about like, what do I like to put in that bowl when I get it? So that's pretty much what we're gonna do. We're just gonna mimic what I do at that restaurant. My husband's not real picky about what I do with the food. He'll eat pretty much anything I put in front of him. He's not gonna eat the tilapia though. He doesn't do fish. Well, he's not supposed to have fish. Let's put it that way. He has gout. He has the king's disease. And fish is one of those things that sets it off. All right, let me wash my hands. All right, and I'm just gonna put the cutting board to the side because I might use it for the fish. I actually put white fish, like tilapia, in my bowls at that restaurant as well, with shrimp and chicken. And he can't have shrimp either, so it's pretty much the only thing he can really eat is chicken and white rice. I don't think it's, yeah, white rice. Gout diet is an incredibly limited diet, like very limited red meat, no seafood, shellfish. It's super limited. So at least I'm so glad that man likes chicken way more than I do. All right, let me scoot you over to the pan. We got this heating up here. I'm gonna throw some soy sauce in. We're gonna throw in some onion powder, garlic powder, and to spice things up, we're gonna put a little bit of this organic, locally sourced honey that my husband got for his birthday from his friend, from one of his friends who has an apiary. And normally with Korean recipes, you'd use brown sugar at this stage. But I'm gonna change it up and use honey. Get a little experimental. I think about 1 scoop ought to be good. Just to give a little bit of sweetness. Okay, I'm kidding. We're gonna put 2. We're gonna make kind of a sweet sauce. Salt and pepper. This is salt. My little hedgehog salt. And we're gonna do a little bit of pepper. A little foxy pepper shaker. I like little woodland creatures. I think they're very cute. For a little pizzazz, we'll put some sesame seeds. Jazz it up a bit. Jazz things up with Zatarans. We're not using Zatarans. Okay, let me get a spoon. Spoon. And I'm going to cook it to death. That's what I do. That smells really good. I might have just done something here. I'm going to brown this chicken, and then we're going to add some broccoli. I have some frozen broccoli, and it's a good excuse to use it. And I'm going to turn the heat up. You know, it would make this a lot easier if I had more than one burner. I can't get to the back burner because the wok is too big. These 2 burners over here short out the stove and throw the breaker. And stoves are expensive. So I'm just stuck with the stove. It used to just be the one, now it's the other one. When this burner goes out, which is the preferred burner, I think that's part of being an adult. You have the burner that you like on the stove. Good guys on me. I'm just buying a little camp stove, I guess. I don't know. I wanted to break down and buy an actual stove. Alright, one thing done. Now we will go on to the fish. I'm going to put this into a Tupperware. Alright, where is residual in here? It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to throw some butter, fishies in, and I'm going to put, again, a little garlic powder, a little bit of onion. And to spice it up, we're going to do a little bit of paprika. Just a little teensy bit in here. And we'll do a little cumin. Because why not? I don't know what to do with that otherwise. I don't know if the paprika was the right move. Whatever. Do a little bit of tonies instead of salt. Alright, we're done with the walk. Time to boil some rice. Bowl of water. This is the content you came here for. We're gonna watch water boil. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel where we watch water boil. Will this get demonetized? The world may never know. So stimulating and exciting. Premium content. I did put some salt in here. Jazz the water up a little bit. I'm hoping that the rice comes out good this time, and last time just wasn't a fluke. Now I do it to where it's the more moist rice. I follow that little direction on the back of the box, or the bag rather, where you put a little more water than your rice, or a little more water than what it says. Just because it's going to be reheated in the microwave and stuff, I feel like having it a little bit moister, more moist, will do good. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. We're running off of pure instinct here in the kitchen. And a very basic knowledge. So, LSU this season. What do you guys think? Think they'll go all the way? Playoffs? The college football equivalent of Super Bowl? Okay, that's boiling, right? I still don't know how this is different than instant rice. Save 5 minutes. This is how you make instant rice. You measure it in the water and you boil it. What the hell is the difference? Just stir that in there. We're going to reduce that heat down and put a lid on it. Payow. I'm going to set me a timer for like 20 minutes. It says 20 minutes. Or until water is absorbed. We'll give it 20. Okay. Alright, we have a ricey success. Look at this, so fluffy and nice. Ooh, look at me go. Okay, I'm gonna put this in some Tupperware. Okay, and last thing, I'm gonna cook balsamic Brussels sprouts. It just says you put these in a little skillety thing and cover it and cook. I'm just going to use my same lid because it fits both things. So, okay, I'm going to let this cook. It says 5 minutes. And stir occasionally. But anyway, we got our beautiful rice. We got our fish that Does not look appetizing, but I bet it tastes good. Let's just do a little taste test. Let me try a little bite. Oh shit, that's good. That's good. Haha. Chef Anna. And then we got our Korean chicken broccoli business. Guess we'll sample this too. Oh my. Yep, that's it. I'm a fantastic cook. Another day of F around and find out in the kitchen has paid off. That is dang good. Now I got a big mess here on the stove because I'm messy when I cook. And I can like heat up green beans or something to go with the other stuff as needed. If we run out of sides. It just smells like it has a salad dressing in it. Alright. These are pretty much done. Go ahead and top them up as well. Okay, and we are done with our meal prep. We're done. We're like 2 days worth of food around here. Life with 2 boys. Two grown men who both lift. Bro, do you even lift? Then you eat a lot of food. So you got 3 gym rats living in one house, eating meal prep together. This does not last long. The last meal prep I did that I showed you on the I think last vlog, or maybe vlog before last, it lasted maybe 3 days. So anyway, I'm gonna put all that in the fridge and I'm gonna import the fridge and I'll see y'all later. Hi guys, welcome back. Well, it was a good thing I did all that meal prep and got a good workout in. I did a super good leg day, increased my weight on leg extensions, and then came home, took showers. I was sitting on the bed and I moved my leg weird. I don't know what I did. It did something to the piriformis muscle, the one that sits right over your sciatic nerve. Anyway, I have trouble with that muscle anyway in my butt. It's an ongoing thing, but anyways, I did something and it basically made a knot in that muscle and my entire hip was locked up. Like, I mean, I could move it, but I mean locked up as in it hurt so bad I couldn't move it. I was stuck for like 20 minutes just trying to figure out how to get off of the bed and get dressed because it was intense stabbing pain every time I slightly moved my leg or just my body. Like it was terrible. And yeah, that was a fun way to end my evening. And yeah, I was butt ass naked because I just got out of the shower. I managed to like hook my foot onto the drawer on the nightstand and use that to pull myself towards the edge of the bed more, and finally got myself into like a sitting up position, and then I was just completely stuck in that position for a while. It had to take me a good 15 minutes just to get my PJ pants on because I couldn't stand. And slowly it started to kind of loosen up and feel a little better where I could kind of move, and I was able to like get to the kitchen and my husband heated up dinner for us, and then yeah, it was a bad night. I thought I was gonna have to go to urgent care because it was that bad. And I woke up around 5 the next morning and I felt something in that muscle just release, like just a little, it felt like a cord being plucked. Like it wasn't painful, it wasn't like a pop, it was just like somebody plucked a cord, just a boom type of feeling. It's hard to describe. And my whole like hip and butt area just relaxed and the pain went away. So my sports medicine friends and think I probably got a knot in that muscle somehow moving funny, and because I have scoliosis, it's common to have issues with that muscle. And yeah, the little pluck feeling was the muscle releasing. Either that or it's like a tendon got caught up. Either way, I took yesterday very easily, did not do anything. I laid on the futon most of the day because it hurt to sit up. Either it was like a lot better, it was still like a little sore, like inflamed feeling. So I did ice, massage gun, and a lot of rest. And then woke up today and I'm just a little tiny bit stiff. Well, it's just a little stiff this morning. And I feel almost 100% now. Like there's no pain in it. I can bend over and I can move and do everything. And yeah, by last night it was just a little bit like sciatic pain, like in my butt cheek was all that was remaining. And today it's a million times better. So I'm gonna take today off of the gym just because I don't want to set it off anymore or like re-aggravate it. But tomorrow I think I'm going to do upper body depending on how it feels. If it's really like 100% tomorrow, we're going back and doing our upper body day. But if it's just if it's still nagging a little bit like it was today or this morning, I don't know. I'll decide tomorrow. But currently it's not hurting at all, and I was been up and about, moving around, doing stuff. I also did some light stretches. I did like a, they call it pigeon stretch, where you cross your leg and like it stretches out that particular muscle. But it's a condition called piriformis syndrome, and it was something I was treated for in PT also, and it was on the left side. This time it was on the right side, which was very new. I've only ever felt it on the left. And yeah, I've had this lock up, like bad pain like this before on the left side when I moved my leg slightly wrong, like I rotated the wrong direction, or it's usually on an outward rotation and it's just a careless move when I'm not kind of focused. Because that's one of the things with scoliosis and joint issues, is that you gotta be very intentional with most of your movements. There is no mindlessly doing anything. You kind of gotta hope, and eventually gets the muscle memory where you're careful about your movements. So yeah, if you get sloppy in your day-to-day just movements, it flares up. I'm just glad it wasn't a gym injury though. It was just a dumb little tweak in my leg thing, and something that have already bounced back from. The last time this happened, it took me like 2 weeks to get better and feel better. So that's a good feeling. It was funny is that my dad just had the same thing happen to him, where his sciatic nerve acted up, and he had to have like a cortisone shot and all kinds of stuff. His was bad, and it didn't do that release thing like mine did, I guess, and it took a while. But I was like, my husband took off work. We were gonna go to urgent care in the morning, and if it hadn't been for that little feeling of relief or release, I would have been straight to urgent care. Like, it was almost like go to the emergency room that night bad. This was an 8 on the pain scale of 1 to 10. This was up there at an 8, and I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I'm not a baby about pain because I'm most of the time always in some form of pain. But yeah, I'm not whiny about pain. So when something hurts, if I'm like near tears in pain, it's bad. It's big bad. Like kidney stone, bad. This was about 2 points below kidney stone on the pain level. Like, it was, whew, I thought that I dislocated my hip for a second there. Like, I was like, can I wiggle my toes? Okay, I got feeling. That's good. It's just something is caught and not wanting to move. And it's how I'd imagine a dislocated hip to feel. Did I maybe dislocate it and it popped back into the place? I don't know. I probably should have gone to urgent care. But it's better now. It's fine. I don't feel any pain. So, I got coffee. And I have felt this before in the other hip, so it's not like it's a new sensation for me. It's pretty much like that when you're watching TV and somebody throws their back out and they're just stuck and they can't move. It's like, ugh. it was that. It was that feeling where you're just completely frozen. And I've looked up like frozen hip and all these other conditions, and they don't describe what I was feeling. That happened, and that ruined a really lovely night that me and my husband were having. We were having like the most oddly romantic gym rat night. We went and worked out for like nearly 2 hours at the gym. We were doing leg day together. Had zero pain throughout my whole workout. I was fine. I stretched, did all the stuff I'm supposed to do. Very intentional with my movements and form at the gym. Very careful. Came home, took showers, and I already had the meal prep, healthy food ready for dinner. And yeah. You do have to be a little more particular about a lot of stuff with scoliosis in your movements. And you can't really wear a brace either because then the muscles will atrophy around the spine. So, you know, you just have to be very intentional with your movements and have like proper neutral spine, as neutral as a scoliosis spine can get, and just careful with everything. Like I was scared for so long to do deadlifts or RDLs because you're bending over while you're hinging your hips and leaning over and pulling a weight up. And I practiced my form with that so much with no weight, like just the bar on the Smith machine that weighs like nothing. Just so much practice, and with like 5-pound dumbbells, practicing it to where now I can do 25-pound dumbbells. I'm doing 40 pounds. So I'm doing 50 pounds on an RDL for the most part, which is weird because I couldn't do 50 pounds on the Smith machine. I don't understand that. Anyway, I can go anywhere between like 40 and 50 pounds on my RDLs, which I know isn't very much, but for me, it's a lot with my back. That's an accomplishment. Most people, they can like RDL deadlift, like their body weight over, but I have a weak back. But I've been very focused on the form and just wanting to get it right, not being concerned about the weight, and just really starting at the bottom and working my way up. So I'm gonna continue just to work with like 40 to 50 pounds for now and just take it easy on myself and not go crazy and not try to deadlift or do RDLs with huge amounts of weight. But yeah, when I go back, it'll be upper body day, which doesn't do a whole lot with lower back things, so it should be fine to do. I think the biggest movement I do that does involve like almost lower back would be my like rows and stuff that work the lats. But anyway, that's what's been going on here. That's the fun that we've had. I'm at my little office station here. Trying to perk up a little bit. I did film a video. I filmed this look, not that you can see it really well, but I did like some simple fall makeup. I don't love it. I don't know if I'm gonna even post it. But yeah, I did that. I got video edited this morning, a reel done. I've been productive because yesterday was just like the least productive day. Just didn't do anything. Aside from nearly getting into wrecks when we did leave the house to go get a treat. Because my back hurt. You need a treat. Somebody was pulling in our neighborhood. Pulled into our lane, not even paying attention, going pretty fast. Almost hit us head on. And like my husband's like good reflexes. He's a good driver. And he hit the brakes and the person managed to swerve out the way, but they weren't even paying attention. They were just like, huh? With their little convertible top down, their ugly ass Mustang. It was an ugly Mustang. It was a god-awful shade of blue. I'm judging them for that, Mr. Midlife Crisis. And then we came to a red light that is not even 2 minutes from my house, and a car ran the red light and nearly like this close to slamming right into the passenger side. Luckily there was no cars like close to us on this side, and my husband was able to swerve out the way of that one. This all happened within 2 minutes. 2 minutes, this stuff. But this idiot ran the red light and just, like, they didn't even slow down, nothing. They were going probably about 35. Well, 35 is the speed limit on that road. So they're probably going 35, 40. Just blew right through the red light. It was so close that I actually screamed. Like, normally I'm like, ah. But like, I don't, you know, I screamed out loud and like, well, that didn't help my hip any. Thank you. An idiot. And they had a small child in their front seat. Small child in the front seat. Driving like that. You know how many wrecks happened at this one red light? There's a lot of like little fender benders and stuff at it because people just run it or they're not paying attention. Like this one day we were stopped at it and a semi truck going about 75, 80 just didn't even try to slow down. Like the light had been red. He had time to stop. He saw it coming. Just it had to be 80 miles an hour. Blew through it and nearly hit this lady who was about to cross the road. I mean, she just barely was able to slam on the brakes in time to not get hit. And luckily no one was behind her that would crashed into her. But poor woman, she just went, like, didn't even turn. She just went straight into the Walgreens parking lot across the street. And she just sat in her car for a minute because we went and pulled in behind her to make sure she was okay because she was shaking. Like, you could tell she was about to just throw up. And my husband like went like, "Are you all right?" I saw what happened. It was bad. I mean, it would have flattened her vehicle. There was another wreck, like at the red light up from our house, where somebody took out the entire thing. The road I live on is like insanely busy. It's got terrible traffic. There's usually at least a fender bender every day on it because people just cannot drive apparently. Like, it's such stupid things. Like, same road that I saw the Tesla avoid a wreck on a few weeks ago. Luckily, I did not have the Funyun with me. She was at home because that's like my biggest nightmare is getting in a wreck with her. Yeah, look at this baby. She has been Nurse Pumpkin cuddling me. But this is why I don't drive. Right here is just the stupidity of others. It's why I don't drive. And why I want a full self-driving Tesla that can swerve out of the way. Because I don't know if my reflexes would be good enough. Because I haven't driven in like 13 years. So I don't even remember how to do it anymore. But yeah. So that was my exciting couple of days though. It's nearly getting hit by a car twice and throwing my hip out. So exciting things around here. And just hanging out with this baby and getting some work done today. Yeah, having a coffee, huh? We having a coffee. But we are gonna go get dinner tonight. We're gonna go to Tequila and I want some tacos. I don't know why. I have meal prep stuff, but I'm gonna save that for our lunches throughout the week and pre-gym food. And just some tacos sound real good tonight. And I actually feel good enough. Like, my hip doesn't hurt, so I feel like getting up and walking into somewhere is not gonna be a big deal. Like, earlier in the day, yesterday, like, sitting in the car was questionable. But as the day progressed, it got better. And today, I'm shocked at how much better it feels. Why are you healing so fast? Is it all the protein? It probably is, because I taking at least 100 grams of protein a day. And that does help with healing things. And maybe just my muscles are a little more resilient now and everything. I don't know. But normally something like that would have had me down for like 2 weeks at least. And then residual pain for like a month. Oh, Pumpkin. Oh, let's back up. This is what we did. I don't have a bra on, so she was trying to put she uses my bra as a foot holder. Like, she puts her back feet in it and uses it to hold herself up. She was trying to do it and I didn't have a bra on. Oh, what a baby. What a baby. Yeah, this morning she was wrapped in a blanket in here in my lap while I did some computer work, and it was very cute. I turn so they can see you. Do you want to say hello to the camera? You're just gonna look at me talking to you. This is what our day is, huh? This is how we spend our days together. Loves a shoulder. But anyway, I'm gonna get some more work done, and yeah, I'll see you guys later, maybe tomorrow, depending on what I get up to. All right, bye now.